Be number 2, MVP the league most valuable. They sweet as apple juice. Talking trophies, I done grabbed a few. Can't match this attitude. I wear my heart on my sleeve, please. I move like the wind, can't catch this breeze. Freeze. Stop you in your tracks. There's not no preseason. We seeking W's like Tupac used to throw up. Forget it, might as well forfeit. Your team shouldn't even show up. What you wanna be when you grow up? They used to ask me. Naturally, I chose an athlete. Competition never matched me. We ain't go together like camouflage and polka dots. Focus on your position, just know your spot. Sure, don't stop. It's a long season. They planning on winning for the wrong reasons. Trying to get my number retired. Can't let these frauds beat us. I figured out the recipe. Never let opponents get the best of me. I'm focused on my legacy.
Just a beautiful afternoon for football, Coach. They say summer is the time to live in Chicago. Well, that's extended into autumn as we are ready to roll under blue skies at Soldier Field. Just a short time ago, this crowd loud enough to shake the foundations of this nearly century-old building. They are ready for football indeed in Chicago as their guys get set to do battle with Phillip Rivers and the Los Angeles Chargers. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. On the ground with a rookie from Iowa State, David Montgomery. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Jatavis Brown there on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
What we got?
Now it's Trubisky. That one brought in by his tight end, Adam Shaheen. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And an alley to run. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Check. Red, up. Check 13. Red, up. Watch the safety creep.
They'll run with a 3rd-year man. This is Tariq Cohen pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
At their 48-yard line.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Trubisky will throw. This is Gabriel out on the left side. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at one 48-yard line and ended at the other.
3rd and 3.
An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on third down. Out of the gun, Trubisky. And he's got Miller. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. Montgomery back to the ground. Joey Bosa in on the stop.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Let's go, let's go.
They'll run on second down with Cohen. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
And this will be play number 8 of the opening drive. It's 3rd and short. From the gun, it's Trubisky. And that will be incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. And this is going to miss left. I don't think it even got there either. It's no good either way, and this will remain a scoreless game. So a bit of a weird kick there. That wasn't an overly long attempt, but that never had a chance.
You almost wonder if he might have maybe got that one on the laces because it kind of knuckled on him a bit. And this one winds up in empty possession.
Rivers on first down. And his throw is going to be incomplete. He was looking for Mike Williams that time. And it's 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. Gordon, a Pro Bowler for the 2nd time last season, 885 yards, 10 touchdowns, and that was only in 12 games played a season ago. And he also switched jersey numbers in the offseason from 28 to 25. And 25, that's the number he wore when he was dominating the Big Ten college gridiron for the Badgers of Wisconsin. They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Charger first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Mike at 180, block 15.
Here's Justin Jackson, second-year man out of Northwestern. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Play fake to Gordon. Now Rivers. That is caught inside the 5. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
390.
First and goal, Melvin Gordon. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Taking it in from 4 yards out as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
They hold him again, and now all of a sudden it's 3rd and goal at the 1. Well, they held him out on 2nd down, and now here's 3rd and goal. A toss play, Gordon, and he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. He lost a big chunk, 6 yards there, and it leads to 4th down. Badgley able to knock this one through. The Chargers, a team that's really been plagued by poor field goal kicking the last decade or so, but I think they feel they've solved their problems with Badgley.
I would say so. He went 15 for 16 in 10 games last season, undrafted out of Miami. And remember, he had 5 field goals in the playoffs against the Baltimore Ravens.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Now, they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team, because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. On 2nd down, Montgomery. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. On 3rd down, Trubisky. And the throw there going to be incomplete. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
For a Charger touchdown. He goes 67 yards on the punt return. And the Chargers get the quick strike touchdown. Michael Badgley on for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
All day, just like that. Just like that.
18. Crunch.
Now Trubisky. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
Here we go. 17 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
First carry from Mike Davis, the former Seahawk. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Alert, 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 alert.
First down, a run with Cohen. He's got the first down here inside the 30. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
What's the old adage, partner? Don't judge the book by its cover, because this guy, he takes the mantra that he'll go down with a brisk gust of wind and sets it on its head. Great effort there to break a tackle and come up with a nice gain.
Get up. 180. 42. Hey, ball. 36.
A first down carry for Davis. A gain of 3, second down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
At the 24-yard line.
Get up. 180. Here we go.
From the 24, Trubisky. That is caught at the 7. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Anthony Miller, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Point after, up and good. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Rivers going to turn and give this one to his running back, Gordon. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
And the Bears in the nickel. No, wait, they're in the dime. 6 DBs out there on 3rd.
Could play an exotic coverage.
58.
From the shotgun, it's Rivers. And he's got a man open. That's Allen. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A Charger first down. Rivers hooking up with Allen. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They run on first down with Jackson. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Let's go one more.
They'll keep it on the ground. This time it's Gordon. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
On 3rd down, Rivers. And it's complete. Henry. And he gets it down to the 48. Enough for the first. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down. Well, last year, Henry really looked poised for a prime breakout season, but then May 22nd, tore his ACL during OTAs, ruled out for the year. Actually was added to the active roster in a pretty heroic return for their playoff clash with New England, but did not play. 29 career games for Henry, 12 touchdowns, and now with Antonio Gates' career coming to a close, they expect a lot out of the 24-year-old Hunter Henry. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Back to the ground now with Gordon. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Offensive line really didn't give him any room to maneuver on that play.
Things closed pretty quickly, didn't they? And how about the wrap-up at the end of that tackle? Left no doubt there would be no additional yardage to be found.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Rivers. Open man, it's Allen. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 33. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Now Gordon on first down. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. It's a first down and more for Gordon. And did he get in? No. Down at the 1-yard line. A gain there of 30 big ones.
Now that was a big run. It takes them all the way down to the 1-yard line, and that'll shake the confidence of any defense. So when they're looking for a little bit of support now, looking at their defensive coordinator, if I'm him, I dial up some pressure. I just go after them because otherwise you're still playing back on your heels, and that's not going to help your defense at all.
And that'll set them back 5.
Keep playing hard.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. The delay of game, a costly one, as they're backed up 5 for 1st and goal. Rivers now. Sets up the screen to Gordon. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. From the gun, Rivers. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. That's sacked by Khalil Mack.
That's quite a stand there defensively. A huge sack on 3rd down, and that's going to force him into a field goal attempt.
Two minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score.
You see me? They can't stop me out here.
Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
Well, that will go down as a 15-play drive, and it results in 3 points. So some disappointment?
It's funny. We had our conference before the game with the offensive coordinator. And what did he tell us? I just want every drive to end in a kick, right? An extra point, a punt, or a field goal. Well, in this case, I think it is a little bit of a disappointment because it did end in a kick, but that type of a drive should end in the end zone.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, run, pass. Defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Joey Bosa, what a season he continues to have, his 15th sack of the campaign. After that sack we just saw, Trubisky and the Bears deal with a 3rd and long. Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. And he's going to go down again. Joey Bosa, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Here's Pat O'Donnell now. Remember, his first attempt was returned for a touchdown. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Returning, it's Benjamin. A terrific return. 30 yards all in all. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over.
At their own 44-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. Anyone happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super toe.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That is now 19-yard gains on back-to-back plays. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. Badgley's kick is good. So we come upon halftime with 9 points separating these two teams. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you turn that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Rivers. Man open left side. It's Williams. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down.
17 yards. First down, Los Angeles.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now a give, right side. Jackson. He'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
On second down, they'll run with Gordon. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
3rd and 11. And some extra depth to the secondary here. They're in the dime. From the gun, Rivers. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. To throw on 2nd and 6, Trubisky. This one out left to the tight end, Burton. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the shotgun is Trubisky. And Robinson with a big catch. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. A Chicago first down, the former Jag Allen Robinson on the catch from Trubisky. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Trubisky going to give this to Montgomery. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half. Yeah,
and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Trevor Williams with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defense. Okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
This is Gordon. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. The former Giant, Prince Amukamara, on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back.
On 2nd and 9, Rivers wide open. It's Allen, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. 16 yards, a first down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
They'll run on first down. Gordon. Roquan Smith, fresh off a solid rookie campaign, in on the tackle for Chicago.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Let's go, D. Big Sears right here.
Load it. Load it. Check.
To throw, Rivers. Henry's got it out on the left side. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 16 yards, a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Another tote for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Rivers on the money, complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. An excellent gain, 35 yards.
All right, run 80.
Touchdown, defense.
They'll try and punch it in. Gordon. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal.
It's going to be a long day.
Check 52.
This is Gordon as they go to him again. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. Melvin Gordon, his 11th touchdown of the year. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Badgley on for the extra point. And that will make this a 16-point lead.
Makes the score. Chargers 23, Bears 7.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the
He's got a man, complete. That one goes for 30 yards. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
On first down, Trubisky. Open man, Taylor Gabriel. Touchdown, Chicago! Taylor Gabriel, his second touchdown on the season, as they are able to cut into that lead.
He's checking.
For the two-point conversion.
General West.
And now a timeout's going to be called here. I think it was by the defense. It was. And that's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this second half. Now Trubisky will lead the Bears up to go for two.
Alert!
Throwing here, Trubisky. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now a 20th carry, number 20 here for Melvin Gordon. And once again, he's going to be stopped up behind the line. Second straight play. Shades of the 85 Bear defense a little bit.
And it's third down.
And defensively, a dime look here. 6 DBs on 3rd and 12.
No surprise at all.
Hey, watch it. Hey, 79.
Operating from the gun, Rivers. He's got his man. It's Williams. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down.
First down, Los Angeles.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. On first down, it's Gordon. Gordon loses the football. It's loose. And this is picked up by the Bears. And some room to work. And he will fight his way in. Not giving up there. And he's got a Bears touchdown. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. And you know that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Set, 180.
Check, 59. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
Third and long for Rivers. Keeps himself upright. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Khalil Mack in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. On is the Chargers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. This is taken at the 18. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards, and the Bears take over. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Now Trubisky on first down. Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. Joey Bosa in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 now on the season. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Here's Trubisky. And that going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Trubisky will throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. And that is caught. He's got his running back downfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on fourth down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Trubisky now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. First and 10. Throwing once more, it's Trubisky. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Joey Bosa in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for him. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Here's Trubisky to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 21, and his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
So Rivers will lead the Chargers out 1st and 10 at their own 21. They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
On 2nd down, this is Jackson. And some space here. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 11 yards there, 1st down. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Mike is 59. Mike is 59. Watch QB drop. Watch QB drop.
Now it's Jackson. 9 good yards there on the run, and now 3rd down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
180, 390. I'm here all day.
Rivers from the gun on 3rd down. And that'll be incomplete. Now, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them, because they know that if they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Now it's Trubisky. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time, spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
And I think we'll probably see them go for it here on 4th down. No reason not to. Down a couple of scores, they have to try and make something good happen.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Here we go. It's Trubisky on 4th down. And no, it's incomplete. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run with Jackson. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. Throwing, Rivers. It's caught on the right side, Williams. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Toss play to Jackson. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays. Now Rivers going to give it off to Gordon. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively they burn it here with 1:51 left. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This one from 46 yards out. Badgley able to punch this one through. And that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held it. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Joey Bosa in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down. The Bears on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. Here it's 3rd and 2. He's got his tight end, Burton. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Trubisky finding the former Eagle Burton for the Chicago first. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time, but it's going to be 2nd down. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Desmond King picks it, and his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Well, there's a time and a place for everything. Down 2 scores late in the 4th. I get it. Now is the time to throw it downfield, but that one might just write an end to this ball game.
Yeah, I hear all the time how critical I am of play calls. Not in this situation. No other choice, really. Look at the clock, look at the scoreboard. Had to press it and take a chance.
Ready! 190.
National Football League, Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you prime the pump.